We're in the male's house, and it looks like they are very comfortable. We have to come in here and do some regular cleaning, but I also like to check the temperatures all the time and not rely on one device. So as I come in here to pick things up, I'm going to use this laser thermometer and measure some temperatures. It's okay. $84. This guy, 86, 87. Are you warm? Now, to some of you, that might seem like it's too warm. This is the middle of the day, and outside, it's nowhere near that warm. So they have the option. They can be in here in midsummer heat, or I don't want to say midsummer because it's only 90 degrees basically, or they can go outside where it's a little cooler. These are the two new guys for you, those of you that saw the video. They don't have names yet. Neither does this guy. He's from another organization though. And this is Bowser. A very cute tortoise. It's okay. Can I take your temperature? $85, $86. Now, these two new guys that we just got, they both stayed inside of a dog igloo with a ceramic heat emitter. For those of you that don't know what that is, that's what looks like a flattened light bulb that screws into a light bulb socket. But it is a heating filament inside of a ceramic mold, I guess you would call it, fixture. And that's what emits the heat. It is a non-desiccating form of heat, which means it doesn't dry the air out. But honestly, we don't think that that was nowhere near enough. But they did live in a warmer area. So these guys are probably just loving to be as warm as they are. As you can see, their legs are laid out. They look to be very happy. Bowser, are you happy? Let's see what. That's their leg and foot. shall see as we get higher in the, as we get higher, 84.5, 84.8, up here, 87, and that's because heat rises. I'm just going to turn around. Sorry guys, it's a little hard moving around in here. I'm not a tortoise. This is the heating system. And man, I gotta tell you, we are happy with it. This is a 400 watt oil-filled radiant heater with a small, basically a computer fan, supercharged. And that's just to blow the air back, because this house is 8 feet by 8 feet inside. And we were afraid that if the heater was just on one end, the heat would not make it to the other side, which is 8 feet away. I am going to move that fan. I don't like it being there. I am going to move it to behind the 2x4s. But to be able to heat this size house with only 400 watts is really, really cool. It is insulated with 1.5 inch styrofoam. So the floor under this, there is 1.5 inches of styrofoam, and then another 3/4 inch piece of plywood under that. Same thing with behind the heater there. There's 3/4 inch plywood, 1.5 inch of styrofoam, and then 3/4 inch plywood on the back. So in total, that's 3 inches. About the same thing with the walls. As well as the ceiling. Now, some of you may be wondering, how come the interior of this is not painted? Well, it is nearly impossible, or impossible, some say, to have a wood floor in a tortoise house like this and not have it rot. And so we're trying something where we are allowing any moisture to come back up or back through the walls. The outside is painted to keep the rain out, but we didn't do the inside thinking that it would be able to evaporate into the interior of it, instead of the inevitable little place of water or moisture that gets in being trapped in the coating, whether it be primer or trying to figure out the setting here to get it to where it's not so dark, to where you could see his face. But that's about it. It looks like these guys are doing well. The heater is doing its job. Oh. We have some happy tortoises, and that means that we are happy. All of our efforts are worthless if the tortoises are not happy. Doesn't matter what we think. It matters how they feel, how they think. Thank you, Bowser. I'm going to go out now, okay?